Hi, Facebook. I'm here. Well, I was going to go live, but tell me what you think this means. 2 days in a row, I have full on spilled at least half a coffee cup in my car. So right now, I just dumped it all over, I think, which is like the change drawer. And, and I got some coffee change happening. So I'm going to let that simmer while I talk to you guys. So I wanted to talk to you about the verse in Psalms that says, it's Psalm 100.4, and I have it written down here, so I'm going to look down, but it says, enter his gates with thanksgiving and into his courts with praise. Be thankful to him and bless his name. So I heard a really great teaching one time. This was actually when, I think it was when Larry and I went on our honeymoon to Orlando about 10 years ago, and I heard Benny Hinn teach from this verse, and so I know it's Benny Hinn, but anyways, it was a really good teaching, because basically he said when you enter into the Lord's presence, there's kind of like a formula almost, that just like the priests used to use when they entered the gates, and then they went into the courts, and then they cleaned themselves, and then they went into the Holy of Holies to be with the Lord. So also in our own lives, when we go to pray and we bring things before him, we should start off with thanksgiving and then with praise and with song and worship. And so, that has always ministered to me for almost 10 years now. That's always been in the back of my mind. So when I pray, normally if somebody's like, hey, will you pray for me? I'll be like, sure, absolutely. But I always start off with, Lord, thank you for today. Thank you for this person. Thank you for their gifts. Thank you for divine appointments, and then, Lord, we just magnify your name, Lord. We lift you up. We thank you for the blood. We thank you that everything submits to the name of Jesus Christ. And then I'll go into whatever my prayer or my petition is. So that was just really speaking to me today. I saw this video this morning that I posted. It's kind of a funny video from College Humor, talking about how you were not born in the wrong century or the wrong time period. And it's kind of this witty way of saying, I think the 60s were like where it was at. Like I really would have resonated with the 60s. And then it's like, yeah, but there was segregation. And then she's like, oh, never mind. I think really like the 1920s, flapper dresses and swing bands. And he's like, yeah, it'd be so great. Another guy. And then the guy's like, yeah, but then you might actually die from like polio. And she's like, stop it, you're ruining it. But it really made me think in relation to like the post that I did the other day, that we were born for such a time as this. If you're here, if I'm here, we live in such a day and age that everything is really for us, right? Like I know everything's fragile. I know freedom's fragile. I know there's really bad legislation happening in New York where, we literally are seeing an entire generation slaughtered through abortion. And that is an issue we have to deal with. But when we really look at how things are trending, people are living longer. We have technology. The world feels like it's getting smaller because we're more easy to communicate with each other. It's easier to communicate with each other. That, you just really have to step back and honestly, to a certain extent, one, offer thanks for it, but then two, think about what's the responsibility that you and that I have in order to really bring about change in nations and change in culture. And when I talk about change too, I think a lot of times, especially because I talk from a Christian perspective, and most of you guys know I'm conservative based off my posts, but I really mean like leading with love. When I want to protect freedom, I want to reach for peace, and I want to love people, it's like whoever, if you're hating on my post, that's fine. It's like, I still love you and I'm still going to pray for you. And I have lots of liberal friends too. A lot of them who watch these broadcasts and say, hey, you're doing a great job. Because at the end of the day, we're mothers and we're fathers and we're wanting what's best. Ultimately, I think a majority of us, right, want what's best for ourselves and for our neighbor. And if we lead with that rule of treat your neighbor as you would like to be treated, then I think that solves a lot of problems in the world. So anyways, I just wanted to share a little bit of that. I also thought the Message version of this verse was really kind of funny, so I wanted to read it to you. And I don't know why, like my Bible app defaults on the Message version. I'm not sure. So I tried to download the other one, but it always defaults. So I searched it, right? I was like, where's that verse? What's that verse? And then, so anyways, this is what it read. I was like, is this right? But anyways, it goes like this. It goes, enter with the password, thank you. Make yourselves at home. Talking praise. Thank him, worship him. So, no knocking the message, but I'm just kind of like, sounds so different than what, New King James or King James says. So I just thought it was really funny. And I wanted to share it with you. So anyways, those are some of my thoughts. I also want to talk just a little bit about the Trump stuff and the border security, because I've seen a lot of people even post articles, even in the Christian space, saying, we're really sorry. I got to make better eye contact with the camera, because I tend to look down and think, or over and think, and up and think, and I'm like, I got to get better at this. So what I was going to say about Trump is that I've seen a lot of people even posting articles saying things like, Mr. President, thank you for conceding, thank you for, giving up, and all these things. And I'm like, then I don't really think you heard his speech yesterday, because that's not really what he said. He said, I want federal workers to get paid. So what I'm going to do is reopen the government, let the legislation go through. But in 21 days from now, the Democrats can either decide to get on board and protect the American citizens, or he's going to issue a national emergency in 21 days from now, and he's still going to get the funds. So I just thought it was interesting, like how people hear different things, even the media, which is why I'm going to do this like meme countdown of 21 days, 20 days. I've been working on little memes. You saw the first one probably go up. It's at 21 days today. But, this is a countdown. And the other thing that I really feel strongly is that this isn't Trump's wall. This guy's not even taking a paycheck. You know what I mean? Like, he's not doing this because he needs to do this. He's doing this because millions of Americans voted for him. And the two main issues we voted for, right, were Supreme Court justices, which he's delivered on. And then the second one is the wall, is building the wall. So I'm just not sure, why people think he's going to cave on this. He hasn't caved. If nobody's figured it out, Donald Trump plays the long game. President Trump is in it to win it, and he's going to figure it out one way or another. And you could things can come up, things can manifest, and it always looks like that, right? It always looks like, oh, Donald Trump's going this way. He's made a mistake here with North Korea. It's not going to work out. And all of a sudden it's like, oh my gosh, it worked out. And people are shocked by it. So I'm not just sure when we're going to stop being shocked by it and realize that he's playing a long game here. And we're going to get the wall. Again, this is the second largest reason everybody voted for him. So, and there are millions of Americans who want this. This isn't Trump's wall. This is my wall. This is your wall. This is America's wall, because our border isn't secure, and people are coming and going there. I'm, in the great state of Texas, and there's lots of people that come and go, and some of them, want a better life, and that is fantastic, and do it legally. Go through the process legally. Let's do that. And let's fix our immigration laws too, and not just build a wall, but at least the wall will be some form of starting point, and then having the longer conversation of, we have got to fix our immigration laws. It is unfair. They're clunky. They're old. It's not meant for today, and we've got to fix them. So anyways, I just want to call out reason. I want to call out, it just seems so obvious. And many of these Democrats, there's plenty of videos floating around online with them saying, oh, we need border security. Oh, we need walls. We need this. We need that. And now it's just out of sheer hate for one other person, for Donald Trump. They're like digging their heels and like, we're not going to do it. And you look at like who really cared about those federal employees. Donald Trump did. He reopened the government, and he said, you know what? I'm going to make sure you get paid. You're going to get 3 weeks, and then we're going to go at it again, and we're going to see what happens. But I don't think he's going to put Americans through that again. I don't think he's going to put federal employees through that again. I think he's going to go the route of saying this is a national emergency, and we're going to have a legal battle in the courts. That's what I think is coming. So anyways, I think that's it for now. I have other things I could share, but I'll probably hang on to them. But I just wanted to come online and say hi and kind of release some of this, encouragement, positivity, and to kind of circle back to where we were in the beginning. I'll end there as well. And that is, find things you're thankful for. And before you start, bringing your request before the Lord. Thank him for what he's done in your life. Even this, and like a great exercise is write 5 things down per day that you're thankful for, and just do that. Like I used to write down my prayer requests every day, and I was like, wait a minute, let me just change this. Let me lead off with, what am I thankful for? It's like, it's a gorgeous day today in Texas. I got to spend time with my daughter. It's like, list out those things, because I think it helps change your mental state, right? Like if you're feeling down, if you're feeling depressed, you're not supposed to be like that. You're not supposed to be heavy burden and laden with all those issues, right? So it's like, sometimes it just helps to stop and find the 5 things, right? That I mean, even if it's like, I ate food today, I have a house where I'm warm, where I could turn on a heater and it's warm, right? Even those things are things to be thankful for. So I want to encourage you, find the things in life to be thankful for. And when you enter his gates with thanksgiving and then into his courts with praise, so bless his name. And I pray everybody has a great day. The rest of today, there's not much left, but I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.